So most of us have the experience of using the Linux terminal, but we don't know how to maximize the potential of using the terminal for file operations. That's why most of the time when you switch back from uh, Windows to Linux, you find it very difficult to keep up with the terminal based tasks, and then you end up maybe returning back to your Windows because you don't understand how to speed up your activities, and you can't actually compare between the usage on the Linux and the Windows. And those are some of the bottlenecks that new and beginners face in terms of operations on the Linux terminal. So today we are going to talk about 6 commands that are going to help you better optimize the usage of the Linux operating system, and that will help you a lot. When you are working on a physical desktop environment, your physical PC, you won't see the need for these commands until you move to a remote operated system. Assuming you have a cloud-based computer that is hosted maybe on Azure or on AWS, that's where you would understand the importance of using all these commands. So you need to learn them from basic for you to be able to use it and use it efficiently. So in this practice, I'm going to first list the content of this file. I'll ask it to list it in a human readable manner and let it sort the files. So as you can see, I have a file that is about 200 megabytes. It's called all centers merged. We have another one that is 198 megabytes. It's called 2023 CSV. We have a log file that is 2 megabytes. We have a 46 kilobytes file, and then we have some Python files that's barely around 12 kilobyte, 11 kilobyte, and then we have 0 megabyte. So learning to use the the Linux command is a great deal when it comes to computing, because it will advance your knowledge and also help you to work better in your operations. So clear this. So let's get right into our environment. So we'll start with the cat command. The cat command was not supposed to be part of this tutorial because it's actually already treated in a different video, but we are going to look at the cat command. You know that the cat command will show the content of our file. The content of our file, I'll cut the 2023.csv. So whatever is happening on my screen doesn't make any sense, and that's something that a lot of people would not care what's going on. But you really want to understand what's the content of the file you are trying to see. So you can use the cat to view it from this is the last line. These are the last lines in the file, and as you can see, this is repetitive name and just a few details about certain things. So you can see the top, that is the last line, and this last line you can, instead of scrolling back to the top, I can just view what's the first line of the same file. So imagine if you were supposed to load this in VS Code or load it uh, on a graphical user interface. This will take a lot of your memory and it will consume your time as well. So they if if you've ever opened a large file, you would actually know that a lot of time your system will freeze when it can't process it anymore. If I use the same an application like Excel or any spreadsheet application to open this very file, this might crash the application instantly, if because this file runs into millions of lines, about 3 million lines. So this is uh, this is so Excel actually supports about a million lines, but this is roughly 300,000. Okay, this is about 1.8 million, 1 million and 48,000 lines. It's not much, but I have a larger file that is about 27 million lines, and it's a CSV. So those type of files will actually freeze the desktop.